it's now life is getting busy again. Life is getting busy again, and you can get quite caught up in things. And I don't want to forget the centering that was brought, you know, when everything first came upon us and we all realized, okay, what's going on, you know, whether we were listening to one side or the other, there was this centering, there was this understanding that, you know, okay, life doesn't have to go this way, it can go this way, you know. There was so much, and I don't want to lose that and just go back into the craziness of life as well. So so I think it'd be really good to do a meditation that just grounds us without connecting or wanting anything. Like the ego wants, you know, when it goes busy, right, I want to do this now, I want to do that, okay, it's busy now, so I can make some money and I can maybe do this and I can maybe do that, and opportunities are coming, great, that's wonderful. But the ego can be really fed that way, and it can suddenly, then when the ego gets really fed, and then suddenly it starts creating this monster, and then it's boom, it's gone back in that direction. Yeah. You know. So I just thought it was a really good time for us just to ground ourselves a little bit, and the ultimate unique self really just wants to be grounded to love, infinite love, the higher sovereign vibrational universal field. And once we're connected to that, you're connected to everything there is anyway. We're connected to all spirit guides, angels, guardians, healers, star elders, extraterrestrials from all over the galaxy. You know, we're connected to these high vibrational beings, you know, because people need to see that these are all good energy, and it's all in that universal consciousness, and we can connect to it. But you can only connect to it if you're not part of the ego and then part of the materialism and part of the matrix. So I just thought, as people are getting so busy again and getting pulled here, there and everywhere, I think we just need to remind ourselves to boom, get back into that state. And I did the meditation for myself this morning, and I did last night as well, because I felt myself going a bit, because Dominic's gone back to school. He went back to school on Tuesday, and it was real manic to get things together and my own work and put things in place. And I just thought, oh, I just need to ground myself now.
Okay, well, I was gonna right when Shannon came on, what I was saying is, like, and it's kind of related to this in a way. I can't wait to hear the meditation. That'll be really cool in a second. But I had this moment this week where I was in the perfect condition. Like I all my bodily fluids were met. Our needs were I was like, my temperature was perfect, and I was just driving, and I was by myself. And there was like these yellow buttercup flowers all over fields with like these giant pine trees, and the sky was blue, and there was white puffy clouds, and it was just so amazing. And I was listening to some song, or I don't even remember what song it was, but it was like I had this moment of perfect contentment where I was breathing, and I felt, instead of me breathing in the universe breathed in me. And I kind of felt like the consciousness of everything, like viewing through me, like viewing through my eyeballs of this thing. And then I sort of sat there and was postulating with source consciousness, I guess, or whatever. And it was, I had this realization on, like, the gift of being a human being incarnated in general, and about how the gift you can give back to source, the gift you can give back the most is when you are your complete and total own unique self, and you find your bliss, you find your passion, you find what is unique about you, and you harness that and you do that. It doesn't matter if that's an interest, or if that's a craft, or if that's it doesn't matter what it is. It's just when you stop letting other people's influence and power shape you, and you shape your own self, that's I think that is essentially my feeling, was that's what source wanted anyway, because that's how it learns the most. Like, that's the best gift you can give back to it, is when you're completely unique.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because why would the source, which is the ocean, the infinite field of love, want to put all these little droplets and aspects and make them different, unless it wanted different experiences from each droplet? So to be that droplet wanting to be like the other droplet just doesn't make sense to the universal infinite field. It needs we're all unique, and but we're also connected in this field, but we're also individual unique selves experiencing this journey that the universe wants. You're exactly right. And everyone's experience is just as important as the other one, just whether how much money they have or not. That doesn't make a difference to the universe. It wants to experience the people that are poor. It wants to experience the people that are rich, or in their eyes they're rich, or in their eyes they're poor. It may not be in the universe's eyes. It's like what we decide is poor and what we decide is rich may not necessarily be where the how the spirit sees it.
And I do think that ego is one of those things where you can see how certain people who maybe figured their unique self out at some point, their egos kind of overtook, and then they try to compress and uniform everybody else to be like them. Like that's how a lot of these big structures have been created. And so I think it's one of those things where we are kind of taught from an early age to conform and to be uniform. And that's counterproductive, I think, to our ultimate, why we're here. So it's interesting how that plays out.
I'm definitely in this phase right now where I'm trying to balance where I should be, or even my son should be. I mean, I know we need ego in some way to be able to talk and stand up in front of people. If you're doing seminars and whatever, you need some kind of ego to be able to do that, to really be a leader as such. But we all have to find that leadership within us, don't we? We all need to find the unique leadership within us, and what is our unique calling and what we are here to teach. We all have that unique self about us. So even myself now, I'm trying to pull back when I feel like the ego is going a bit just pull it in and just
it's a balance act.
And it's not easy because when you're living a life the life that we live, even from the point of where my son goes to school and his friends there, and there's constant competition all the time. They're always being judged, who's good at top at this and who's top at that. There's always this ego thing. We just need to find the balance where you can be the best at what you do, but not let the ego take over. And my son, he recorded this video because he's been offered to be one of the leadership program for martial arts that he does. And he was recording a video. I know, another thing, you'll have to speak to him. And he was recording his 2-minute video of why he felt he should be part of this program. And he recorded 2 or 3 different versions. And the first one, he kind of got it all mixed up a little bit. The second one, he mentioned, well, I've been on Facebook and I've been on YouTube and I've been doing Zoom classes and I've been on the magazines. And I thought, cross that out, dummy. That's just ego talking. That's just ego. Let's leave that. You just tell them why you're such a good teacher, what you believe, why you believe in yoga so much. And then he said, I've been teaching yoga for many years with my mum, and he said I've traveled all over the world and I've taught little children and I've taught adults and I've taught old people that have bad arms and bad knees. And then I said, I like that one because it was just from the heart and what he saw.
Innocent.
That was real. That wasn't ego talking. That was him genuinely going through what he did. So so even that, it always creeps up, that because you think, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I've seen myself here, and and I've had it in the past, and sometimes it creeps up, like all the, but I nipped in the bud quite quickly, because when that Nintendo started to reel off, I don't think I ever really pushed on it too much. I pulled it back and I never spoke about it again, and it was what it was, but and then even now, I think I only did what I did because I wanted to promote my books. Really, it's just getting out there. I didn't have any other chance. I didn't see anyone. You don't see anyone. You're stuck indoors. All you've got is your social media and you just your YouTubes and whatever. So but I think deep down, if you know that it's not ego driven and you're doing things for the universal good, because the universe wants to stay alive, doesn't it? The universe wants to forever expand, evolve, learn, grow, and it wants to help and nurture the individuals of itself, aspects of itself that nurture it, that are doing things to keep the universe alive. And if there's entities and individuals out there that are there for the harm of the universe, then why would the universe back that? Why would it support that? It doesn't want to support something or energies out there that it wants to destroy it. It wants to support energies that want to nurture it. And the way it's nurtured is because it's love. The universe is infinite love. It's infinite field of consciousness, higher consciousness, higher energy and love. So really, from my point, I can only see that the universe could only survive if all of us became sovereign beings of love and unique truth vibrational beings. We speak our truth, our vibration is high, and it's all about love within our hearts. And even if people disagree with what we say, you know, we try and we try and express how maybe we've learned things and we've researched things, and you know, and we try and help individuals in that way, but we respect who they are, and we have to find a way to respect who they are and let them be without any negative energy going towards them and taking any negative energy back. You know, this is another thing that we ourselves, you know, as the tribe have to, I guess, also overcome, because it's not easy when it's your own family going in a different direction, you know, or people that you really dear, close to you, and they're possibly chosen different directions. So we're going to be constantly tested. We're going to be constantly tested in this path, and it's going to get more and more. It's going to be testing us more and more. But I think we just need to keep returning to love all the time. We just have to return to love. And if we were love, what would we do? If we were the higher consciousness, the all-knowing, all-powerful love, what would we do if this thing happened? What would love choose, you know? And what would fear choose? It just, you know, fear would choose obviously ego, but love would be, you know what, it's okay. I love them anyway. Like that, you know? It's almost like the Gandhi, isn't it?
It's true. And we have to give back, give more back. I always say my words backwards sometimes. Give more back to the universe.
It's like Yoda.
And nature, like even like I do sometimes, if I throw like my fruit peel to nature, I don't litter plastic or anything like that. But if you throw like vegetables or anything outside, it goes back, because anything that nature makes, it takes back. And even like with the mask thing, we're consuming our own breath and carbon dioxide, but the trees give us, nature gives us oxygen, and in return we give them back carbon dioxide. They clean it and they constantly recycle and give us you know, more oxygen. I learned it on my naturopathic chef course as well, is it's not until you piece all these little things together, it's like there's so much green outside, and that's nature screaming to us. This is what you need, green, like it's all outside.
And the green can't survive, sorry to cut you there, Shan, the green can't survive without carbon dioxide, which is at the moment
it's oxygen.
CO2, which oxygen. The whole carbon, you know, situation going on out there, they want to eliminate. And I taught my son over the lockdown, I taught him exactly how carbon dioxide is the food of life, really, because without that, the trees, the greens, they're not going to survive. And if they don't survive, we don't have that food, we're also goners, basically, you know. And also we also researched, I showed my son how carbon dioxide does rise, and it's not from humans. You know, there's an inner heat that comes, and obviously the waters rise, and it works very, very differently, but it doesn't come from the sun. And the carbon dioxide, if I remember now, I have to research a bit more. I'm going to put that link on here as well at some point. I think the carbon dioxide rises before the heat in the temperature rises. So it comes from within. So it's basically what we're being told is the reverse, is the reverse, the reasons why they want to bring down the CO2. It's not how,
you know, that's why I was saying, like, a volcanic eruption produces more CO2s than all of the cars in all of the world.
I remember you said that.
And it's like, I mean, I was a geologist for 3 years, or I was like studying geology, and like we learned that about, you know, like that's a way of, you know, the air hasn't always been the same formula You know, the dinosaurs obviously had some sort of different atmosphere than we have, because even look at the plant life during that time, how big it was able to grow. And I don't know if that means that there was more.
Yeah, I mean, the research that I saw, there was more carbon dioxide. We do not have enough carbon dioxide on Earth right now for the humanity to survive with, you know, with our greenery and trees. There isn't enough. Then we need more. So this whole trying to block the sun, that doesn't even, I can't even bear to think, trying to block the sun project that's supposed to be launched this year, but thankfully it wasn't, but it's been pushed to next year, so who knows what's going to happen. It's just absolutely absurd. If they go ahead with that, I just then we're going to see.
Well, I mean, like, that's where I feel like Earth herself will be like, that's messing with her. She will do something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's a big universal energy there. I mean, Earth is also part of the universal field, but that's a big part of the universal field, because that's we're living on there. There's a lot of, you know, humanity, but also other beings on here, isn't there? All sentient beings on here. So that's a big chunk of the universal energy. So yeah,
Bill Gates just needs to, I know it's all about sending love, but he just needs to crawl in a hole and stay there.
With all the love and respect in the world.
With some love sizzled on.
And stay.
I just see pure evil in that man. It's untrue, and
I feel like he's a puppet for something else, though. I mean, I don't think
for sure. And all this land mass that he's buying up, and I'm seeing lots of indigenous people coming out, and they're saying, you know, they own less of the land that actually belonged to them once upon a time. Yeah. And they're buying all this land, and they're now, he's saying that I don't know how he owns like something like, I want to say 700 and something acres or something.
Well, I believe he's the biggest farmland owner now in the US, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know it anymore, but
farmland.
US, but definitely in the US, he's the biggest owner of farmland, which is, I mean, even that's something for people to think about. Why is he doing that?
Genetically modified vegetables and fruits is what will happen. That's what it goes down, because they
groundwater. I don't know.
Yeah, and obviously they invest in all these meat companies like the Beyond Meat, the fake.
Yeah, because they're really pushing that, aren't they?
Yeah. See, there's more. If people want to eat those things, there's lots that are made from pea protein and have, you know, some better ingredients in. But like the Beyond Meat is the one that you just shouldn't eat at all.
I've never tried that.
I tried it once. My brother bought it, and it tastes like meat. Like I could, and I'm going like, I'm a vegetarian, not because I don't. I mean, like, I don't want meat. I don't like the taste of meat. Like so I don't want something that tastes like meat. So I was just like, ugh. It really gross. I was like, I was convinced that maybe he just fed me real meat. And
yeah,
I don't know, look at the it's that
wow.
Like for me it was like that.
I had it once at a vegan restaurant, but I ordered a vegan burger, and I didn't realize that was the what they use. That's why normally if I get a vegan burger, I'll go for like something like mushroom or jackfruit, which is obviously just a mushroom or a piece of jackfruit. I don't know why I repeated that, but yeah, I don't really go for the fake meat things. Like I went for a pack of eating them because I was cooking loads of my family, and that's what they wanted, because they stopped eating meat, and it was just to not have to make loads of separate meals. And now I just cook for myself, and it's all just vegetables and stuff like that. Lots of quinoa, salad, soup.
I mean, 99% of the time I cook at home, and I always have. I'm not a big eating out person, because I've always believed in energy. We talked about this in a few episodes ago as well, about food and how food carries energy, and the people that make it have their own energy. And you know, if someone's made it with love, then it nurtures you and nourishes you. But if you're eating a stressed out meal, someone's stressed out and they're creating it for you. So this is why you always pray and bless your food. But yeah, I actually just flew to Nando's, not that yet, not with one of my friends, Aaron, in fact, and he just grabbed something now, and I thought, boy, I've not been to anywhere like this. I can't even remember when last time I've been to anywhere like this, for years. And he got his meal and he said, "Do you want anything?" And I thought, I don't really eat out, but anyway, I'll get some corn on the cob. I'll get corn on the cob. Maybe I'll get some wedges. And I just said I'll try them out, But I just thought, I just am not really someone to eat out, and I see how everybody makes the food. They're rushing around, half masks, half on, half off. They're probably struggling themselves behind that, and I just, it's the whole energy, isn't it? It's great I think it's good for people because obviously they give themselves a day off, but of cooking, but eating out, it's a type of energy that's fast food, and that's why the food has to be the way it is. It's not a nurtured long.
Yeah, but I've definitely fallen into the trap of it with the flight attending thing, flight attendant, and like whenever I fly, it's like I'm gone for 3-4 days. It's really hard to have your food with you for that whole time, so you end up having to spend some portion of going out a lot, and then I just, it becomes almost like a social aspect of, going out with people is like what you do, like that's like so that becomes kind of a difficult way to maneuver around that. So I definitely eat out way more than I would like. I'm trying to get back into the habit of being like making all my own meals, which that in itself is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but it's good. I think it's
it is work. It's hard work. I do find myself saying, if Tommy's got a full-on day and I've got to take him to after-school clubs and stuff, and I'm like, right, I'm going to just get some food, takeaway. I'm going to do it. And then on the way back, I'm like, I'll go home and I'll just make this and this and this. It'll be quick. I'll just make, and then I might make some pudding afterwards. I'm just, Tommy, do you fancy this? I'm just like, boom. And then I'm shattered at the end of it. But I think, oh, well done, Kim, you've done it. You've made some home
That's
food,
good.
fresh, organic, healthy, and even pudding on top of it. You didn't have to eat out and get a fast food or whatever. So I really do push myself, I suppose, to make sure that we always eat home food and it's healthy, and I give them all balanced different types of food. It's not all the same thing. So I do have to push myself in that way. But that's one of the things I have to say I don't compromise.
Very good.
I was thinking of something I was going to say when we was just talking about food, but it slipped out of my mind as I was listening. I can't remember what it was.
That's okay. I probably went on too much then. That's why.
No, I think it was about eating out. But yeah, it is. We have obviously the power to enhance all of our food that we eat, even if we didn't make it. Oh, that's what I was going to say. There's this place in Wardour Street in Soho. I forgot what it's called. I will when I remember, I will let you know it. Sorry, Nikki, because you're in the States. But this guy that cooks there, it's like fermented, steamed or raw food only.
Okay.
And he doesn't cook any of it in oil.
Oh.
So it's somewhere I've wanted to go and eat, but I never have. But it's meant to be really, really nice in there, but I just can't remember what it's called.
We should do that at some point.
Raw food.
It's really nice. When I done my vegan chef course, the lady who is a raw vegan actually, she's the one that told us about it.
Okay.
And he was the one that said like about all the greens outside and bringing greens and color into our house, like having house plants and stuff like that. We need to bring it inside as well. We always say go out into nature, which obviously yes, nature 100% is the top place to be, but also is to try and create some of that in our home environments, like plants and flowers, as much as we can in our house to give us that bit of nature around us all the time.
I suppose that's very much like the feng shui, isn't it? Because I'm sure it would be lovely to get an expert on feng shui on our podcast at one point as well, because they work with the elements. So I suppose it is very important to bring in, the grounding, and bring in the air, and bring in the fire. It's all the connection, isn't it? So because I remember I did a little bit studying on feng shui, and I knew certain colors have to be in, whether it's north, east, south, west. You have to work that out in your house, and certain colors have to be in a particular area, and like plants have to be somewhere, or the grounding has to be somewhere, so you put more browns there, and this balance needs to be in around you. But I really do think it's very, very powerful, actually, feng shui. And I remember I did that when I was living in my old place. I did that in the garden as well. It made such a beautiful difference, bringing the water in as well, but yeah, it'd be something to learn more about, and how these things can be brought into the home to create that balance as well. The elements, isn't it? It's the elements. And obviously the element that we want to be is love, but then you have the elements of your world, which is the fire, water, air, and earth, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember my mom had all these painted rocks that would say like fire, water, something, and then we had to put them in certain corners of the house. Like I can't remember, it was some feng shui book she read a long time ago. It was when we were kids. It was funny, but I also remember there's things like in feng shui where your bed can't be directly positioned from the door. Like it has to be off centered from, like, you can't, like, so that's something that's always sort of stuck with me. And then and if you can, it's important to be your head pointed north when you sleep. That is something from feng shui that I've always kind of tried to keep in mind when I'm setting up any bedroom.
Yeah, I did quite a lot of investigating, and obviously not have your beds by the window, and also checking the doors are, if the doors are facing each other, there's some energies coming in and going straight out, so then you can block it by putting plants in the way, or some kind of pattern on the door or something. Or you can also use mirrors to deflect the energy from moving out. And there's lots of different things that you could do, and I did do a bit of research, because I've always kind of gone in and out of feng shui, but I would love to know more about it, because it does feel, it's like the Tai Chi is a part of nature, feng shui is a part of nature, we are a part of nature, we're all one, we're all connected. So these things are so much more powerful than just the whole aesthetic, and external stuff. Yeah. But anyway, as we're going to stay for the meditation, because I didn't want to keep you guys that long this time.
Let's do the meditation.
Yeah, so what I was going to say is, if we could possibly do a 3-way meditation. So I know you guys probably haven't thought too much about what to do on the meditation yet, but I thought it'd be nice if we just all connected. And I'll start it off by bringing us into the heart, that heart energy, and grounding us. And then we can maybe move into one of yourselves taking us somewhere. I don't know how you would want to take us. Maybe we could talk about that now, where we can create some more sovereignty, some more uniqueness, something that's that we can bring into the meditation. And then we come back to me, and I'll bring us back and finish in with the heart. How does it feel? Yeah. Okay, so let's close our eyes. Just relax the shoulders. Just let any tension drain off the neck and the shoulders. And just sit comfortably. We want to ground ourselves. So if we're sitting cross-legged, just imagine yourself fully grounded, connected to the earth. If you're sitting with your feet on the ground, just imagine the feet rooting into the ground, deeper and deeper, connecting into earth. Now the energies of the earth enter the souls, the healing energies of Mother Earth enter the souls and into your body, bringing you fully into the present, connecting you, grounding you. Feel yourself from your crown, connect to the skies, your spiritual essence. or stand, connected and grounded. Slow down the breath. Inhale. Exhale. With every gap in between the breath, just listen. Listen to your environment. Inhale. Exhale. Recognize and embrace your environment, your surroundings, your present state. Be present. Let go of any attachments to yesterday and tomorrow. Let go of any worries, fears, perceptions, judgments. Let go of the illusions of the mind. And just sit in your present, grounded, connected, listening, and aware. And keep coming back to the space in between your breath. Feel the space and embrace. You may hear sounds within the house, sounds outside, birds, people. Whatever your space, embrace. Just feel the peace of letting go. No longer wanting to change anything, no longer judging anything, just accepting your space, your present, your here and now. No longer fighting, no longer letting the ego want to do or be something. Just accepting your space, your here and now, how you feel, who you are, where you are. Just let go of the fight, and just be. Now bring your hands as two fists crossing on your heart. And again, take three or four deep breaths. Let your breath and your heart connect. Deep breaths. Let your hands open now, two palms crossed on the heart. Again, deep breaths. Feel your heart respond to your energy, your present acceptance You're accepting the now. You're opening to peace, love, and contentment. No judgments, no perceptions. We connect to the heart energy, the infinite field of love and truth, the all-knowing, all-powerful, unlimited, higher consciousness, higher vibration. Where all possibilities exist. Feel the energy of the heart, the fearless energy of the heart. Love. As we connect to the heart energy, we become our creator, co-creator of the infinite field of love. Inhale. Exhale.
All right. Now let's breathe in the universe. Take a deep breath and breathe it in. Now your exhale, allow the universe to breathe you in. On a big inhale, breathe in the universe. On a big exhale, allow it to breathe you in. Okay. Now we're going to experience what it is to have full expression of universal consciousness coming through. So through the crown of your head, wish for pure, divine consciousness funnel through you, funnel through your crown chakra. With your third eye, may you see what is unseen. May you see what has been hidden from you. Moves down into your throat chakra. May you be able to hear it. May you be able to speak the truth. May you be able to do it without any obstructions and without any fear. And as you breathe into that and go down into your heart, may you be able to see the love in it. May you be able to feel the love in it all. May you be able to feel and be in this state of contentment. And as you breathe into that, and you go down into, may you be able to digest it well, whatever is coming to you. Just breathe into that, and go down to your sacrum. And may you be able to create, from here, create whatever it is that's uniquely expressive. And as you finish your root chakra, may you be able to ground this all into the body and be in balance with it. And now you have that. You feel a connection of anything that's stuck in there. Breathe into that. And take a deep breath. Breathe in the And on the out breath, your exhale, let the universe breathe you in. On the inhale, breathe in the universe. And on the exhale, happily allow the universe to breathe you in. One more time. Take a deep breath of all the emotions. On the exhale, allow the universe to breathe you in.
And hold in all of the love vibration. And inhale. And exhale. And all the love surrounding your being, internally and externally, from your head to your toes, all around you. Envision sending that love out to every being around you and your family, your friends, animals, sentient beings. Sending that love to everyone who needs it in the universe and on every planet. Inhale. And exhale. Hold on to every inch of love and let go of all fears, all attachments, preventing you from reaching your highest good. Remember your power and your mission that you came here for, and don't ever forget that you're surrounded and guided and protected in everything you do. So you must have no fear and only love, because love is the highest vibration. Kira?
Thank you. So let's visualize a force field of protection around us, the higher vibrational energy, the infinite light surrounding us now, protecting us, guiding us, supporting us. Feel your healers, guides, guardians stand with you, beneath you, above you, and around you, guiding you with knowledge, supporting you with strength. You stand protected, you sit protected, surrounded by the vibration of infinite love and truth. And so it is. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now slowly bringing your attention back to the room, back to your sisters, your tribe. And slowly bringing yourself out. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was lovely, lady.